Hey everybody, the job today is to replace the carburetor on this Generac gp5500. Now that's a backup generator to my house generator, and being it's a backup, I don't use it a lot. And when you don't use equipment a lot of time the fuel, it gets all gunked up in the fuel lines, in this case in the carburetor. I was doing maintenance on my house system, so I used this as a backup. And it worked, but it was leaking fuel. I had to run it on full choke. I tried to clean it after I used it, but it's one of those things, it's just cheaper just to get a new one. All right, so I ordered this on Amazon. There's a variety of different you could pick from. Let's open it up, see what we got. All right, I think I paid 35 bucks for this, but man, it comes with everything. I got the carburetor itself, got the gaskets, comes with an extra filter. It gives me, I don't know what this is, some type of bracket, 2 fuel filters, the Peacock, which I don't even need, but I might replace it. Fuel line with the spring clamps, the choke arm, a spark plug. What's up? And I don't even know what this is. I'll have to take a look. The first thing you do is remove this air filter cover. It has 2 clips. Comes off. You have the filters and the sponges. Just put that off to the side. Next, you need to remove these nuts here. All right, those first nuts are 8mm. There's 6 of them. Take them off. All right, with those 6 nuts removed, you could remove this plastic grid, and it will expose these 2 10mm here, and then there's a 10mm on the other side. Remove those. All right, with those 3 removed, remove this housing. Should just come right off. There we go. There she is. There's the carburetor. All right, so we got the fuel coming from the fuel tank through this Peacock here. Comes around, hits the filter, hose, comes into the carb. There's some linkages here with the choke arm. Here's an electronic fuel source, if you will kind of trigger fuel into the carb with the wiring that comes up. So we're just going to remove this very gently, take pictures along the way, and hopefully everything goes back together pretty well. Okay, you got to be careful. There's a couple linkages here. You got a really small spring, and then you have another arm for the carb that comes off the fuel line. We'll take a little bit of persuasion, get it off of there. I'll try a pair of pliers. Loosen it up. There we go. All right, let me go on the other side, see how this electrode hooks up. All right, on the new carb, we have these 2 wires, male and female, and when I follow it on the existing machine, strangely, if you look right here, they just connect into each other, and they're wrapped around this part of the frame, if you will. So I'm just gonna redo it the way it is here. I thought it would tap into a power source. All right, so back at the carb, before I remove it, you can see the 2 posts that come out. You got one here, one on the other side. This gasket is all spent, so it's good that they gave me extra gasket. So I'm gonna pull the carb out. This plastic little housing that they provided me, that looks in good shape. I'm gonna leave that as it is. And then it looks like I'm gonna have to install the new choke arm. They don't ship it with the choke arm in place, probably just to save space in shipping. And then the Peacock here, it's working fine, so I might do one of those. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. All right, got the old carburetor off, put the new gasket on that is between the carb and the head itself. On the new carb, I was able to put together the fuel filter. You have to cut the line that they give you in 2 to put the fuel filter in, and they don't give you all the clips, so save your clips from the old one. So now I'm just going to put this on and hook the linkages back up. Getting that linkage in is a little tricky. You have to pull the carb out a little bit to get the stiff wire in. Then when it's in, you can put the spring on. All right, let me hook this wiring back up. So a little confused how it works, but I'm just going to do it the way the old one was on and see. It should work. All right, back on the carb side, let's put the new gasket on. Come on, baby. All right, looks good. Okay, before I put the filter and the filter covers on, I'm going to put a little bit of starter fluid in there. Got everything all hooked up. Put the gas line on. So up and down is on. No leaks. You have your switch. Put it to the on position. I think I have the, let's put the choke on. Let's see if she starts. All right, I shut the petcock off and let it run itself out of gas, which is the right thing to do. I think last time I left it running, or at least the fuel line open, and it caused the fuel just to get all kind of like crudted up. But man, I'll tell you, you got a clogged carburetor, sometimes it's better just to buy a new one. Like I said, 30, 35 bucks. And I didn't even use all the parts they gave me. So I'm just going to put that in storage. And who knows, maybe next time I could use it. Like I still got a brand new spark plug I didn't use. A bunch of other stuff. So hopefully this helped you if you have one of these. And thanks for tuning in.